All right. Welcome to our 6-year anniversary nomad video.
6-year full-time anniversary.
Yes.
Is that what you mean?
Yes. What he said.
So, quick update on us. We're currently in the Grand Canyon, or right outside the Grand Canyon, I should say.
Yeah.
Boondocking in Kaibab National Forest. We're actually 3 miles from the entrance to the Grand Canyon, so it's a pretty good spot for us. No neighbors. We can't see our neighbors. Every once in a while, we get a couple neighbors that pull in behind us on this road, but for the most part, no neighbors. It's kind of nice. Yesterday, we did an epic hike to the bottom of the Grand Canyon and back, so we're kind of recovering today, and we thought we'd share thoughts and things we've learned in our 6 years of RVing. So, first thing on our list is be flexible. Our summer plans have changed like 3 or 4 times already.
Yeah.
And they got blown up right as the beginning of actually carrying them out. So, what you think on that, Candy?
Well, it don't always go as planned. You can have the best plans planned out, campgrounds booked, places you want to go, and something snow. Oh yeah, snow held us back. Just all kind of things. So write them in pencil, and just keep coming back to just be flexible. Be able to be open to modifying your travel plans when necessary. And if you don't have a time stamp on how long you'll be in RVing, you'll be fine. It'll be fine because you'll be able to go do that thing again. I was gonna say redo, but yeah, do that thing again that didn't happen in a few months or the next year. So that's pretty much it.
Yeah, we've had our plans this summer destroyed by the snow this winter that has kept things like Yosemite closed longer than usual. We had to change plans because family events, good family events. We've had to change plans because of health issues. We've had to change plans just multiple times. If you're going to be full-time RVing, you just got to go with the flow sometimes. You can have a plan and it can get destroyed by whatever you're doing. So be flexible, be willing to go do other stuff. Oh yeah, we've had to modify our plans because of breakdowns too.
Yeah.
This is the first year we've actually had a breakdown
in 6
make
years.
us modify a plan. So 6 years, yeah. 6 years before a breakdown has stopped us.
Not too bad.
So be flexible, be ready to shift gears and not have your world destroyed because you couldn't do something. Sometimes stuff happens and that's just the way it goes. The next thing I got on here, spend more time in one location. We really have learned this lesson and we really like to spend at least a week, probably 2 weeks in each location at a minimum, just because traveling is work, man. Traveling is a lot of work. And the longer you do it, the more you realize that just go does not, at least for us, it doesn't fulfill us anymore. We like to settle in, like we're going to be here at this spot out in the middle of nowhere for 2 weeks, mostly so that we can get a full weekend in and then be able to travel at the end of the weekend and have a little bit of entry at the beginning of the 2 weeks. What do you think on that?
That's it. I mean, I don't want to keep rehashing it, but slow down. That would be my slow down, take your time, enjoy it, because life's too short. And I know then when you say that, well, we should do things fast, but no, enjoy whatever area, what have you, that you're at. Don't just do like 2 days. Spend a good amount of time if you can, and don't rush from spot to spot to spot.
Yeah, we ran into somebody yesterday while we were hiking the Grand Canyon that kind of drove the point home a little bit. Now, I know he's not RVing and he's got a limited amount of time, but the same thing goes to people that are RVing that are trying to crush their schedule. He only had half a day to hike in the Grand Canyon. So he went down like 2 miles and went back up 2 miles. He didn't get a full hike in. He didn't get to do the whole rim trail and all that stuff. And it's all because he's got to cram his stuff into a small schedule. And when you're going every single day in the RV, you only get a couple hours here and a couple hours there, maybe 5 or 6 hours here, and it really isn't enjoyable to us anymore. We did it the first year, we did a little bit of the second year, but it's gotten to the point where it is just not enjoyable. It's a lot of work, and you don't get time to fully explore things. You get time to like barely sample something. You could say, yeah, I was at the Grand Canyon, but I took an hour-long walk along the rim of the Grand Canyon. Yay, way to go. Not what we're doing this for. So slow down, take your time. Next thing on the list, This has been applicable a lot this year, because this year has been kind of like, if you got kids and you read the Lemony Snicket's series of books, it's been a series of unfortunate events. This 6th year for us seems to have been a series of unfortunate events. And that's one of the reasons why it's been like a month since we've done a video. It's just been one thing after another this year, either health-wise or vehicle-wise or plans-wise. It's just been one thing after another. So be ready, be prepared for problems. Be prepared for your RV to break down, your truck to break down, your Toad to break down, right? Your little vehicle that you get around with. All that stuff can break down, and this year, all of it has broke down for us. And on top of it, I've had some pretty significant health problems this year that has really rocked my world a little bit. And dealing with insurance when you're not at home and you're not in your home area and you have no doctors, you have no relationship with a primary care doctor where you're at, it really has been a royal pain this year. So be prepared for problems and think it through. Think, what happens if I end up in the ER tonight and have to spend a week in the hospital? What do I do with that? What happens if my only transportation breaks down and I'm without transportation? What do I do with that? It's all kind of painful, and it requires some preparation. And we've had to deal with this year without having a whole lot of preparation of it.
Yeah.
Any thoughts on that, Candace?
No.
As I'm being blinded by the sun.
So I put my glasses on because I knew.
Shifted from behind the giant tree trunk to just blasting me in the face.
Yeah. I think you covered it really well. Let me see the paper. Yeah. Be ready. What's the word I'm looking for, or phrase besides be ready?
Be prepared.
Be prepared. Don't expect. I mean, we don't want doomsday, of course, but just when everything's going great, all is well in the world. The sunshine and rainbows and stuff. But also have your backup plans, which is be prepared for anything that may come, just in case. If it never comes, if you never have issues, great. But have some kind of preparedness sitting in the background just in case.
Yep.
That's it.
Yeah, and that comes back to, planning things out and being flexible. Be ready to have a second plan in place. Always have something in the back of your head that, hey, if this falls through or if something happens, this is what we're going to do.
Yeah.
So that you can actually roll with the punches and do it. Or if something happy, like a big event in your family life comes up, we've got a wedding to go to this summer that was not prepared for and has completely rearranged our travel plans. But hey, your kids only get married hopefully once. So you got to be there and you got to do that thing. So we rearranged our travels and we're off to go do that.
Yeah, but we had that's being the flexible part.
Being flexible.
Being able, because she didn't plan really well, so we popping in. I 3 months ago we found out about it, right? Yep. 3 or 4 months ago, boom. So it just ties back to be flexible.
Yeah, be flexible and be prepared. That's really what we've learned.
That's our top 3 things. But I would just want to say that it's been 6 years and it's been great, really good. I wouldn't change anything. I know if you've seen, we'll have to link all our past year vlogs, but or videos or whatever have you. But it's still a lifestyle we still enjoy. Obviously, we're still doing it. I know we'll at least be doing it at least 1 more year.
Yeah, probably more.
Maybe 1 or 2, but for sure 1. And it's so much still to see. Just keep these 3 things in mind if you're a new RVer or whatnot. If you got, I know we're at the end, but if you got any questions we didn't cover, ask below and we'd be happy to help. What you got for 6-year celebration?
6 years. We made it over 5 years before we ran into any issues. And we know people that have, ran into the big issues the first year or 2 of their RVing. Just know that it won't always be unicorns and rainbows. But at the same time, if you run into issues, that season will pass too.
Yeah.
And we fully expect our, summer of unexpected stuff to pass, and we'll be back into our normal life, and life should move on normally.
Yeah.
And we should be back to, kind of hitting our plans the way we expect them to be, and hopefully not having all these issues. But, if you're not RVing, you still have those seasons. I mean, when you live in a house, there's still seasons where you have a whole bunch of issues.
Yeah.
For instance, back in our hometown this weekend, they got 16 inches of rain yesterday, and it's still raining today, which means that everything's flooding. Our old house, water's coming in the back door a little bit. You know, they've got a creek running down the road, so there's issues regardless of if you're RVing or not. Be flexible, be prepared for it, have an idea in the back of your head what you're gonna do when it happens, and roll with the punches. That's really the big thing is flexibility, and that drives everything. So to sum it up, be flexible, spend more time in one location because it just makes life more enjoyable. You get to experience and feel the location a little bit more.
Yeah.
You know, if you're someplace for over 2 weeks, you'll actually get a much better feel for the area than if you just blow through there in a weekend.
Weekend.
Or a weekend, or a week.
Spend time. You got into this lifestyle to enjoy living in certain places without, well, maybe you did, maybe you didn't, but we get to spend as much time as we really want in a location, whereas most people that's vacation to come here, like you said, only here for what, 4 days or the part of the weekend and 2 more days. We get to be here for as long as we want, or any location. So keep that in mind.
Yeah, it's one of the great things about RVing is that, you know, we like to ski, so we spend 3 months in ski country. We like the beach. We've got 2.5 months spent at the beach this summer. We want to go see our kids. We go see our kids, and we don't do it for a weekend. We do it for a month. So it really makes for a nice lifestyle. It's hard to quit.
Yeah, the lifestyle is very flexible.
When you think about quitting, you're like, well, if we move into a house,
we won't be able to do.
We can do ski weekends if we fly and deal with all that. So it's a great lifestyle. Don't get me wrong. If we say anything negative, it's just the reality of the matter.
Yeah, being real.
But the lifestyle is a great lifestyle.
Okay.
So to wrap it up, what you got to say?
That's it. Happy 6 years to us. And that's really it. Thanks for watching. You got any questions, anything around RVing, looking over at our truck, semi, how we do it with the big tow vehicle, double towing, ask away, and we'll have probably, if we can't give you the answer, we'll find an answer. So appreciate it, y'all. Thanks for watching. Give us a thumbs up. Notification bell, hit that notification bell for our videos because we getting back on it again.
Yeah, hopefully we've ended the series. Hopefully Lemony Snicket's is done and behind us, and we're moving on with regular life now.
And see you in the next video.